Hello, everyone. My name is Ana Martha Ayala, and I'd like to welcome you to my YouTube channel. As a reminder, I do every video in English and Spanish, and also the degree theory is based on modern Western astrology using the Placidus house system. In today's video, I wanted to talk about the full moon lunar eclipse that's going to happen in Pisces on September 17th of 2024, and it is at 25 degrees of Pisces. So you have to go back because the eclipses are a cycle that we go through. So think back to 2015 through 2017, or if you're old enough, um, 2006 to 2008. Think about what happened during those years, and those are the themes that are going to come up in your life again. Now, it's not going to be exact, but pretty much it gives you an idea of what are the items that you're going to be, or situations that you're going to be facing. Now, with this full moon lunar eclipse, it's the beginning of a new eclipse cycle. It will bring 12th house related subjects overall. So what does the 12th house rule? It rules isolation, hidden, secret places, peoples and things, right? If you have a secret, it might come to light. Psychological stuff, it rules dreams, it rules the spiritual realm, the subconscious. It rules prisons, poor people, hospitals, drugs, both legal and illegal. It rules homelessness, orphanages, yoga, meditation. Of course, Pisces rules the oceans because it's ruled by Neptune. So we're gonna see hurricanes, floods. It also rules empathy, intuition, mental illness as well, and all the psychic stuff. So all of these things are gonna come up in overall on a mundane level, right? Now, Pisces rules Russia. So this is the beginning of Russia awakening, and I imagine that President Putin's chart, which I haven't looked at in all honesty, but it might start to trigger some things in his chart as well. So, but anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know what the overall feel is. I also wanted to share with you where you find the eclipse chart, right? And that way you guys can look up anything that you want. I use AstroSeek, and the website is astroseek.com, and you go up here where it says moon calendar, and then it gives you solar and lunar eclipses. So if we go and we look at the one for September 18th and you click, then this is what the chart of the lunar eclipse looks like. And you can see it's a lunar eclipse because a full moon lunar eclipse, because the sun is in opposition to the moon at 25 degrees. Now, this full moon lunar eclipse, Neptune is conjunct the moon. So again, Neptune is things we don't see clearly. It's fantasies, it's dreams, it's things that we wish for, basically. So anyway, this is what the eclipse looks like. And so you guys, and you can go back and you can, basically here, you can, the one that we're going to have in Libra, you can click on this eclipse chart and it'll do the same thing. So I'm just getting you guys kind of used to trying to figure out things or to look up things on your own so that way you get more familiar with the astrology. So on a what do you call this? On an individual level, what does this mean for you? So for Pisces, well, before I get into that, with this full moon eclipse happening in Pisces, we are going to see on an overall level, we're going to see maybe cleaning up of the oceans. Hurricanes are going to be in full force and also floods because Neptune over here is at 28 degrees, and that's conjunct a fixed star called Sheet, Scheat. So that brings danger to the water, you know. So I imagine that there's going to be a lot of floods, really bad storms. Um, there could be a tsunamis as well. That's another thing. Anything having to do with the ocean, and of course, naval wars because it's Pisces at 25th degree, which is the degree of Aries, which unfortunately means war. Now, uh, for each individual sign, I'm going to start with Pisces because this happens in your first house. So, what is the first house? Your individuality, your physical body, how people see you. So, your image is going to change. Um, your image meaning the way you dress, the makeup, the attitude. For you, especially since Neptune is your ruler and it's conjunct the eclipse, all that 12th house stuff that I mentioned is coming out. So it can make you more psychic, more intuitive. Because this eclipse is happening in the first house, be careful with your health. Anytime an eclipse happens in a house, you need to pay attention to that particular house. So make sure you get a checkup with your primary care physician. Emotions may be part of this eclipse, right? Because you're going through an awakening type of thing. So I have seen a lot of Pisces live in the past. Um, what the mom or dad liked, what the ex-spouse did, whatever, fill in the blanks. Leave all that behind you. Um, Live in the here and now. And that's what you need to pay attention because it's a new cycle, it's awakening. Put your old life away and start a new one. Make changes. Start the gym or an exercise program. Of course, always consult with your medical provider, but this is a new opportunity to start a new cycle for you. So take advantage of it. For Aries, it happens in your 12th house. So this eclipse um, is in your 12th house. Neptune and Saturn are both still around, so there's a lot of 12th house energy. Everything that Pisces stands for can be an opportunity for you. The spiritual, like a spiritual awakening, prophetic dreams, inner healing, especially from like emotional wounds. Your habits, what you do on a daily basis, any bad habits, you need to review them. You can go use meditation, yoga, to improve your health because it's in the Pisces Virgo axis. Any addictions, sugar, cigarettes. Well, cigarettes is mostly a Pisces thing. A lot of Pisces smoke. Um, but anything that you can be addicted to, this is something that you should try to really cut out with this eclipse. Do you need to go into therapy? Um, Allow yourself to dream, follow your intuition, go within. And also, with 12th house, this means that most likely you need some alone time, some time to rest, relax, to be able to just take it easy for a little while. So for Taurus, this eclipse happens in your 11th house. And in the 11th house, the eclipse, again, Saturn and Neptune are still in Pisces. So there's already a lot of energy there. So you're dealing with friends. Now, maybe it's the friends that are going through issues. Okay, so the 11th house deals with friends, social groups, politics, retirement. Maybe this is a full moon eclipse where you decide to retire. Um, there may be a situation with a friendship that happens between obviously you and a friend, but there could be a friend that's eclipsed from your life. The person leaves. It moves, I mean, they don't have to die. They just you move away, or the friendship ends. A friend may be going through some kind of difficult time and you're helping them. So remember, this eclipse is conjunct Neptune. So there may be a loss of a friend as well. Like I said, they can move or they can, you know, pass. Hopefully they just got a new job and they just went moved because of the new job. Another possibility is that you retire. Enough with work, time to end the work life and get a new lease on life and do the things that you want to do. All right, so of course, your natal chart will dictate whatever sign you have in the 11th house cusp, that's what you're going to be doing. If you have Taurus in the 11th house cusp, then most likely you're going to be going out to eat with friends, you know, or you might be wanting to get something luxurious to celebrate your retirement. You know, it's individual for everybody. For Gemini, Gemini, this eclipse at 25 degrees of Pisces is happening in your 10th house. So Saturn and Neptune are still there, so you are working hard. Now, this can be a positive and not so positive eclipse for you because it's a full moon and it completes cycles. So the first scenario is that you get your dream job. You applied for a position, and you ended up getting the job that you've always dreamed about. Or you get a dream project. Your boss gives you this project that you were really hoping for, and this is something that you really wanted. You've been dreaming something work related that you've been dreaming about, and you get. The second scenario is that you can lose your job because it just completes, that's just the way it goes. The third scenario is that if you have a female boss, okay, this person can be eclipsed out of your life. Maybe the person retires, or maybe she gets, excuse me, she gets another job or gets promoted and leaves. Now, this eclipse is opposite to your fourth house, which is family, right? So if 10th house is here, fourth house is here. So fourth house, family. So if your mom is still around or a mother figure like an auntie or your grandmother, make sure that the home is free and clear of any obstacles where somebody may fall, like any cables, any wires, anything that's leaking in the house because it's Neptune, the water. Make sure that it gets fixed. Because there could be an accident in the house. All right. The situation at work may get better for a little while because Venus enters Scorpio on September 22nd. So that's just a few days later. But I know that you're working hard. I know that because you have Saturn. Most Gemini risings have Pisces in the 10th house. So this makes, since Saturn is transiting Pisces, it makes it, you're putting in long hours, you're getting difficult assignments, you're putting in the hard work. So just hang in there. When Venus enters Scorpio, you're going to get a little breather. For Cancer, this eclipse happens in your ninth house. And This is like one of the better houses, but remember that Saturn and Neptune are still there. So again, there's a lot of energy in Pisces. So ninth house, this could deal with a long distance trip ending. Maybe you're graduating from the university or ending a higher level course for some kind of license that you might need it, for job or for a promotion that you got or something like that. It can be also a conclusion to a legal case or matter. Ninth house, maybe your green card, your citizenship. This eclipse trines your ascendant. So I would think that whatever happens, it's going to be favorable because the trines are the best aspect in astrology. So I think this one is something that's concluding, but it's concluding in your favor. Whatever legal thing is happening with the immigration or a legal case or whatever course you're studying, or like I said, long distance trip, you're happy about. Now, Leo, this eclipse is happening in your eighth house. Again, Neptune and Saturn have been there for a little bit. So, eighth house deals with lump sum money that comes in, commissions, insurance payouts, um, alimony, child support. It also rules death, sex, and taxes. Um, it rules your partner's resources, and it also rules pregnancy. So you may find out that you got pregnant. There can be an inheritance or investments that are sold because, or, there's a not so great part of it. Maybe you find out that your partner, your husband, is hiding money from you, Neptune. So Neptune in the eighth means that your partner is hiding money. Also, you need to review your budget for the debts that you and your partner owe. So um, maybe you came up with a plan and you're implementing the plan to try to cut down on the debt. So it comes to all this planning phase comes to a conclusion, and now you take action. So Virgo, for Virgo, this eclipse happens in your seventh house. Again, Neptune and Saturn are still there. And although they're a little bit, far away, well, Neptune is conjunct the moon, but Saturn is at 15 degrees, so it's, 10 degrees is a pretty wide orb. So now for you, this eclipse can be difficult because it's the hardest hit for you. Their full moons conclude things. So there could be an opportunity. Well, not an opportunity. Basically, your spouse says, listen, I want a divorce. This relationship is not working out. So, because Saturn has been going through your seventh house, and with Saturn transiting your seventh, whatever relationship is not working, it will dissolve. Saturn will clean it out and just get rid of it, right? So, or it can shed a light on a secret, some kind of deception in one of your one-to-one relationships. Maybe it's not your partner, maybe not your spouse, maybe it's a business partnership, and the person's been lying to you or stealing from you because Neptune also is the criminal aspect. Um, so on the positive side, there could be some kind of fulfillment. Maybe your spouse surprises you with something, a dream that you had, and maybe you were dreaming of going to Europe, and he surprises you with a dream trip. So it could be something either positive, obviously, or negative, unfortunately. For Libra, this eclipse happens in your sixth house. So, sixth house rules daily routines, work, health, diet, exercise. You can find out that a coworker has been lying to you, or maybe that the coworker stole something. Um, The person you, maybe the person that you thought had your back at work is the one that's been stabbing you in the back and you didn't even know it. In health, if something comes up, because Neptune is in the sixth house, make sure that you get a second opinion because Neptune rules to make mistakes. So this includes double checking medications. Neptune rules medications. Um, Make sure that they're giving you the correct medication in the sense that you're not allergic to it, that the dosage that the doctor gives you is correct. Just ask a lot of questions on anything that comes up health related for you. All right, so Scorpio, this eclipse happens in your fifth house. So, and again, this is conjunct Neptune, but Saturn is also around. Fifth house rules romance, kids, vacations, hobbies, things that we do for fun. So for in the romantic aspect, you can find out that your boyfriend, girlfriend has been cheating on you. You can find out that your kids have been lying to you. Now there also can be a positive side, maybe your firstborn, because the fifth house rules your firstborn child. Maybe there's something that's happening that's very positive for that child. Or on a romance level, your boyfriend, girlfriend may take you on like a dream vacation or to a really nice restaurant. Um, Maybe your kids can make like the sports team at school, right? Like they really the team that maybe you wanted your kid to play football and your firstborn child makes the team, right? The football team. Now for Sag, this eclipse happens in your fourth house. So this is one of the more difficult placements because the eclipse is happening in the mutable axis, right? You have Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, Sagittarius, which are the ones that are going to get the biggest brunt of this eclipse. So there could be in the fourth house, there could be, because Neptune is conjunct the moon, there could be a lie or some kind of disillusion that you got from a parent, or maybe you were deceived by your parent or a family member. It can also mean that your physical home, you need to be careful with the pipes in the home because they can have leaks. If you closed on a home that you bought and you find out that the house three doors down or whatever maybe sold for $30,000 less than you paid for your home, which I hope that doesn't happen because that would be, not a great thing. But something comes to a conclusion in your fourth house, and it can be like I said, it could be hopefully that you closed on a house and everything went well, but it could also, you can find out that, things could have been a little bit better. And if your parent deceived you or lied to you or somebody in the family did so, no, just take it light. Don't overreact because this eclipse is going to be very emotional for a lot of people. So for Capricorn, this eclipse happens in your third house. So again, the moon, Neptune is conjunct the moon. So actually, this is one of the best houses to have an eclipse because it really doesn't affect you a lot. Now, third house rules your mind, your communication, which is the way you speak, the way you write, your siblings, extended families, aunts, cousins, uncles. You can be concluding an artistic project, an illustration, maybe painting also. Uh, you can have a proposal that you finally put together in this creative project that you're doing. There could be Neptunian issues with a sibling. You find out that your sibling was lying to you, or something with the extended family members. that a lie came up, some kind of deception that they thought that you were never going to find out. Well, here it comes. Or it could be that you're concluding a short trip, you know, or some kind of like internet course that you do that's very short. Um, and in this trip, maybe the short trip that you're concluding was a place that you always wanted to go to. You know, you had like a dream come true type of situation. Now, for Aquarius, this eclipse happens in your second house and it's conjunct Neptune. So, on the positive end, money can magically appear or disappear because Neptune are things that just slip through our hands. Maybe extra work had come up out of the blue, but there could also be a big expense coming that you completely forgot about, and just it catches you off guard. Can also mean that your job is ending, unfortunately, because again, full moons complete things, and you could be let go as well. So try and save money to prepare for whatever happens. With Saturn in the second, one of the remedies is that you should be saving money or you should get on a diet. Those are the remedies for Saturn going through your second house as far as the degree theory is concerned. So I hope that you can see how this eclipse is taking place. This is the opposition. Neptune is conjunct the moon. So again, there could be dreams that come true, or there could be lies and deception that come up, right? Saturn is fairly close, within 10 degrees. So Saturn is there also in the picture. But anyway, and if you need additional information for other eclipses, then you go to the astroseek.com, like I showed you at the beginning of the video, and you look at the chart for any of the eclipses that are coming this year, next year, or the year after. As always, please, if you like the video, you've learned something about it, eclipses, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel and send this link to somebody that it may also help. If you would like a natal chart reading with me, please send me an email to amaastrology@aol.com. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.